time, we're finally back on CubeCraft League quarterfinals for Bedrock. And today we present you two wonderful teams that have definitely fought their way until this very day. Paragon versus TottoOP. And I bet you they have really good players, they have really great skill. And well, what better way to start this Sunday with a nice EggWars match here on CubeCraft League. And we're deciding the third team that will make it to the semifinals. As you already know, we have Gustambos, we have Jarp. Now we're deciding who will get to be in the semifinals from the European Nation branch. Could it be an European team? Could it be an Asian team? That's what we're deciding today. Paragon versus TottoOP. Whoever wins will have to face either the placeholder or the Dragons. Now we're gonna present you the maps that they have chosen to play today. For the first game we have Beach. For the second game we have Birthday. And if they somehow tie, everything will be decided in Palace. So, welcome back everyone. After a long while we're back on CubeCraft League. I know it's been quite of a long hiatus, but we don't have as many matches as we used to have in previous rounds. And of course this phase of the tournament was going to last a while. But I'm pleased to tell you that if everything goes well, we will be moving on to the semifinals of Bedrock and the finals for Java on the 25th. So be prepared for that because we're having the next stage quite some days sooner than expected. So that's good to know. Anyways, while we prepare everything, let me ask you, how's your days been going? My days have been going pretty well. And, well, what else can I say about those teams? The lineups are in the description. You can see all the players that have signed up to participate in this match. And there will be swaps. There definitely will be swaps. Both teams have presented basically their entire lineup. Everyone here is participating at least in one game. Depending on how things go. If we have tie, then we will have a longer match. And we would have more swaps as well. We're starting things off with Beach. Beach is a normal map that has some quick games. We have seen quick games there. Now, what about the next map that we have is Birthday. Birthday kind of depends. What I know about Birthday is there's gonna be lots of mid fights, especially since, well, the mid is so big. And Palace. Palace does have longer games. We don't want to reach the third game, but unless you want to stay here and see how this thing will end. So, we have seen that Paragon are now here. We present to you the 4 players that have signed up. Those are Marnixthepro, Vluox, L54Q, and the Captain Pro winner. Now we shall wait for whoever may come from TottoOP. I will let you know the names of the 4 players representing the team pretty soon, once they join, of course. People are already betting on who will win this match. One of them are saying the Paragon might win. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't have favorites. I don't know who may win or who may not. I think both teams are pretty equal, and that's what's good. So for TottoOP, we present to you Maxolliee, Gavgol, also known as Ganda, because people have been telling me to call him Ganda, so we'll call him Ganda from now on. GusmanGC and with ConchOP. So those are the 8 players that are joining today. Let's present to you the pre-lobby with all of our 8 players and of course our wonderful host. How do I pronounce your name? Pluisha or something like that? I do not know Dutch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. But here we have them with us, helping today. Without them, this match could not be started. Once we have everything ready, we shall begin right away. We know that Paragon is gonna be orange, TottoOP is gonna be blue. Let's wish them luck. Whoever wins this match moves on to the semifinals. That's a big step in the. That's a big milestone in the tournament. The quarterfinals are the second most important game after, well, the finals, obviously. I've always considered it that. And something happened. Somehow the PG has stopped. Well, we'll get you back to you in a second. Hold on. We'll get you back in a second. Something has happened. We will be with you as soon as possible. Wait. Okay, so something has happened. I somehow accidentally left the PG. That's a bit awkward because the game has already started. I'm sorry about that. We have missed the start of the game, unfortunately, because of an error of mine. But no worries, because I'm back here. And we have a bit of a lag spike at this. Wow. Okay, so the game has started. Both teams are at mid now. And we have some of our fights here. Vluox already fighting off Maxolliee. GusmanGC doing the same with L54Q. 3v2 here. Maxolliee combos L54Q until they die. Oh, Vluox is being surrounded completely by blue team. Poor WINNAAR comes here to help. But of course they have no choice but to run away as they become overwhelmed by the entire blue team. Marnixthepro takes the chance now that everyone is behind them to go for the egg. The egg is left unattended. And if they are quick enough, they might get an egg break. As they box in, Ganda almost catches them, but unfortunately they were not quick enough. Strong offense, but absolutely no defense at all. Marnixthepro takes blue team's egg already. With ConchOP try to get Marnixthepro out of the box. That's not happening yet, apparently. Marnixthepro now runs away. What are we witnessing here? We're witnessing TottoOP already starting out this match in a bad position. They tried going all in to get orange out of the mid and without the diamonds, and unfortunately that backfired terribly as Marnixthepro managed to take the chance to outrun TottoOP, go directly for the egg without any defense at all. What Well, if it ain't something really crazy, then I hope TottoOP has at least learned something from this. Ganda already goes for pro winner. Maxolliee also does the same thing, surrounding pro winner. Pro winner trying the best to at least eliminate any of them. Quick ConchOP does get eliminated, though, by the hands of Marnixthepro. But now to run away from rest of Team OP, as we see that Maxolliee and Ganda are getting close. Here comes Vluox, already fully prepared, fully geared up, while Team OP collect those diamonds, those important diamonds for the mid. Entire orange team already heading towards Blue Island. GusmanGC climbs up in order to avoid Vluox. Maxolliee is already making a height bridge towards orange team. That was a failed fireball that could have gotten them at this very instant. F4Q goes for Maxolliee. Maxolliee staying in the diamond gen. Pro winner also comes to help. GusmanGC blocks the way. Maxolliee goes straight for the orange egg, leaving L54Q behind. Ganda takes the orange egg, but we have to see if they will last any longer. Vluox already going for Ganda. Ganda bridges forward. L54Q was comboed to the void. We're even now. Can TottoOP make the comeback? We'll have to get to see that, of course. We're back in a 3 versus 3. TottoOP managed to even out this game. The slight advantage that the Paragon had, unfortunately, did not last very long. Pro winner and Vluox already at mid. We're here, Maxolliee and Ganda gearing up. It looks like Pro winner already heading towards blue team. All alone. So far, just watching carefully over what TottoOP might or might not do. Ganda, Guzman, and Maxolliee already heading towards the mid. And since they are on the high bridge, looks like orange team will have to return. That's a fireball that almost took Marnixthepro out. Well, it looks like this match might take a while. Both teams are surely capable of winning this game. Maxolliee and Ganda collecting more diamonds here. They see Vluox. Vluox try to get to mid. Maxolliee isn't going to let that happen. Vluox gets surrounded now by Ganda and Maxolliee. He proceeds to run in any ways away from them, awaiting their teammates, who now come here to mid. Now they proceed to chase off Maxolliee first off, separating them from the rest of their teammates. But GusmanGC comes in and tries to help. They are comboed by Marnixthepro and Pro Winner. Fireball to send Pro Winner flying for a while. Vluox doesn't give up. They are now down that bridge fight. Vluox doesn't take any risks and proceeds to get away. GusmanGC and Ganda climbing up. GusmanGC now on top of Vluox. Ganda still on top of that high bridge. Looks like Blues will have to climb up if they want to reach Ganda. Marnixthepro decides to do that. That's a fireball that could have taken Maxolliee out, but didn't. Vluox tries to spliff. Ganda takes Marnixthepro off the bridge. GusmanGC does the same with Vluox. Maxolliee jumps down and combos Vluox. Marnixthepro comes from behind to help. GusmanGC comboing Pro Winner over here. That's a fireball that takes Pro Winner close to the edge. Maxolliee separates both orange teammates. Pro Winner leaps forward to avoid getting voided. Pro Winner retreats back to their island. Even though the entire blue team is now chasing them. They smell the fear. They surely do. Wise choice from orange team. Looks like they were not going to win that fight yet. And they'll have to prepare themselves even better if they want to have some chances of overpowering Team OP, who are now at mid. Over here, orange team upgrading every generator to get those emeralds for discounts. Wise choice to always do that. It's important to collect discounts as well. Marnixthepro bitches towards mid, followed by Pro Winner. And we have 10 minutes until deathmatch starts. Only 10 minutes have passed. Very long 10 minutes in my opinion. Beach is known for having quick games, but this surely isn't a quick game at all. Maxolliee and Guzman on that high bridge above the myth. No orange teammate has any bow to at least try to take them out, it seems. No fireballs either. Maxolliee and Guzman go straight for Marnixthepro. It looks like orange team is now being chased once again. Marnixthepro, you'll have to get away as soon as possible. And they do. Once again, blue is now at mid. They managed to get them away. With this, they'll have a chance to collecting more diamonds and possibly outgearing them. Marnixthepro tries to go back to mid. So do Vluox. Maxolliee encounters them. Both Maxolliee and Marnixthepro climb up. Marnixthepro gets Maxolliee out. Maxolliee goes for Pro Winner instead. We have our final fight here. Vluox surrounded by Ganda and Guzman. But they leave them alone and go for Marnixthepro instead. Marnixthepro drops some TNT. 2v2 right here. And it's Marnixthepro who's getting comboed now. Marnixthepro leaps forward, avoids getting knocked off the island. Maxolliee was surrounded there for a second. But he can handle this pretty easily. Pro Winner goes instead for Guzman. Wherever the teammate go, they go for them. Vluox is now completely surrounded. They have to leave for a second. Won't be able to help their teammates for a while. Now it's Pro Winner who's being chased off. Vluox comes here to help. That's a helmet pop. Fireball to send Pro Winner flying once again. Vluox counterattacks. And it's GusmanGC who's now getting the best of Vluox with Maxolliee. 2v1 here. Pro Winner still running away from everyone. Looks like Orange team is now retreating once again, as they are being overpowered. Marnixthepro running away from Maxolliee. The entire blue team now goes for Marnixthepro instead. They smell the fear. That's a fireball that could have taken Marnixthepro away at this very instant. Marnixthepro arrives safely. Helmet pop. And with this, folks, Marnixthepro has finally been eliminated. That helmet pop was lethal. They tried their best to recover themselves, even going as far to return into their island. 5 minutes left. Paragon are now losing. They're 2 players down. 1 less than Team OP for sure. The mid has definitely turned into a war zone. Like, this is disastrous. This is really disastrous. It's now up to Vluox and Pro Winner, who managed to escape. Guzman and Maxolliee and Ganda, of course, are still here in mid. Looks like at this point we might as well have the deathmatch. As what blue team will do is just gear up as much as possible, even overclocking the mid gens. Pro Winner got in mid all alone. That's not gonna be good for him. He's being chased by Ganda. Pro Winner got trapped for a second right there. Pro Winner takes his strength potion. He's still being chased. Pro Winner takes a chance to get those diamonds. He manages to outbuild them, but Guzman knocks them off. He's dangerously close to the void. That's a leap. That's a leap forward. To avoid getting knocked off again. Vluox tried jumping down, but he's being comboed by Maxolliee. Entire blue team in unison. While Vluox has no choice but to run away once again. Fortunate blast ball that sent Vluox off to their island. So for now they will be able to avoid getting comboed, but now they left ProWinner all alone against a team of 3. Helmet pop looks like he's on the verge of dying at this point. Vluox comes back. Maxolliee has definitely no mercy as he's still chasing off ProWinner. That's a boots pop. ProWinner right on the edge of the island. They cover themselves in obsidian. Maxolliee does the same. Pretty wise decision. Vluox is still being chased off. It's now pretty much a 3v1 at this point. Vluox runs away to their island. Well, to Blue Island. Maxolliee drops that TNT to at least finish ProWinner off. ProWinner takes a magnificent leap forward to go back to mid. Clever decision from him. At least they avoided getting combo to the boys. They recover, they come back to Vluox. 1 minute left until deathmatch starts. Perfect opportunity to gear up once again for the final fight. As we know that they'll have to go to mid once deathmatch begins. There are no chances of coming back to gear up. This could be the very last chance of Orange to come back, as Blue almost got them right there. If this is how the first game has been, then we're in for a ride for sure. 10 seconds left. Make your last purchases because deathmatch is beginning pretty soon. As you'll notice by the shop disappearing. And with this, folks, deathmatch has officially begun. Orange team will have now to move to mid as they have no chances of buying gear up again. And Vluox takes the first steps. Blue team is already waiting for them. No more staying at mid. All the purchases that you could make are now impossible as they drop the remaining gold and diamonds that they have. Vluox and ProWinner go to mid. Maxolliee was already waiting for them. ProWinner trying jumping on Maxolliee. Guzman combos with ProWinner right there. ProWinner almost avoids getting knocked off the bridge. ProWinner fortunately falls to the island, but GusmanGC was following them. Another leap forward. What is going on? It's impossible to take ProWinner off, as you'll need him to waste all of his remaining feathers. Two clear attempts of getting ProWinner off the board, and in all of them they had a leaf. It's pretty surprising how long they've stayed alive. ProWinner goes straight for them. Vluox tries to surround. Winner jumps off and goes straight for Ganda. Vluox gets Maxolliee. Try to get Maxolliee off that bridge. Maxolliee still standing there. Final fight here. 3v2. Let us enjoy this. That's a strength potion right there. Blue team trying their best to trap orange team, as it seems. That's a helmet pop right there. They dropped their sword! Oh, they recovered it! Pro Winner accidentally dropped their sword for a moment. They fortunately managed to recover it. That didn't last too long, as those few seconds that they could have used for attacking back didn't work. They were wasted. Pro Winner unfortunately is eliminated. It's now up to Vluox, who climbs up. GusmanGC replaces their armor right there. Looks still standing on top of that tower. He breaches forward. Gets close to where Maxolliee and Guzman are. Looks now has the difficult task of taking all three of them off. Looks tried going for GusmanGC, but unfortunately failed. He's now being chased by Maxolliee. So dangerously close to the edge of the island. As they tried blocking. They placed through a TNT right there. Another TNT right there. Looks trying to block them. That didn't last too long. Few hits. And with this, folks, Team OP has won the first game. Quite a long first game for sure. But it has been an exciting first game. Not the kind of short game that I was expecting at first. It could have been that. But we all know what both teams are very capable of. And we cannot expect any less in birthday as well. We might be here for an entire hour. Let us move on to the second game, which is gonna be in birthday. GG's to both teams. They have definitely done their best. Ultimately, Team OP is the one who managed to come back. But I know that Paragon still has this. And if they truly want to be in the semifinals, they have to come back somehow in birthday. At this point, I cannot tell if we'll have a short or a long game anymore, as I kind of expected that to happen in Beach, but we know that it didn't happen. They are very equal teams, they are very skilled teams. This is just getting started for sure. And if we have any swaps, then holy shit. Well, and if we have any swaps, then we will be having even more exciting fights. I've yet to see what the rest of the teams will do. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what the 1-1 means, that means the egg breaks. So right now we're at 1-0 on score, game score, that's the only thing that matters, but the other score you're seeing in parentheses, those are the egg breaks. It's only purely for stats. So right now we're still trying to get the PG started. So if you will excuse us for a moment, please stand by. Let's get this finally started if that's possible. Let's see. Okay, now we have this set up. As I will remind you, the next map is gonna be in Birthday. And once we get our 4 players from each team, we will let you know if there are any swaps or not. But I told you that having swaps is even more exciting. We want to see what the rest of players from each team is going to do. So far, we have managed to reach a record of 40 viewers. Right now, we're 28. Don't leave yet because we're still trying to get this second game started. And I promise you, it's gonna be an exciting one. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed the first game, as I truly did. And we have some swaps here. We have 2 swaps from Paragon. So, Vluox, Unlivy, L54Q, and any Jaden 5555 Pro, who are replacing Pro WINNAAR and Marnixthepro. Any Jaden 5555 Pro and Unlivy are replacing Marnixthepro and Pro WINNAAR. Vluox and L54Q from the first game are still here. Now let's see who is joining from the Team OP. We have come for the Quit ConchOP, Maxolliee and Ganda. So 1 swap from Team OP. It's come for the who is replacing GusmanGC. It's a quick look at the pre-lobby with our 8 players. All of them are here. We shall finally start this very soon. And would you look at that? The game is now about to start. Let's wish them luck. Let's wish for a nice game. And here we are. This is Birthday. From the side we have Paragon, and from the side we have Team OP. Alright, the game has now started. Let's see who's making that reach towards mid first. That is going to be Unlivy, followed by L54Q. From this other side, we see that with ConchOP has already reached the mid as they proceed to climb up the cake, climb up the stairs to get those 2 diamond gems. Over here we have a fight between Con4D and any Jaden. As we call Q try to help, but they have no weapons, no gear at all. And as that expectedly they got killed. Con4D is now going for any Jaden. Vluox tries to hold Maxolliee, counterattacks and surrounds Vluox. There's no egg defense there apparently. Could be a perfect chance of getting the orange egg, but instead Con4D went for Vluox. Of course, they will not be able to reach orange egg in time, as they already covered in obsidian, as we could see. Well, another fight here between Unlivy and Ganda. And Jaden comes here to help with ConchOP already with a diamond sword, so does Ganda. Unlivy also has a diamond sword. Looks like both teams prioritize having a better weapon than having better armor, it seems. Team OP are now back to the higher mid, to the upper mid. Unlivy gets knocked off by both ConchOP and Ganda. Orange is surely trying to hold on to their only diamond gem. And what do we see here? That is Ganda already rushing the orange egg. Nobody's defending it, other than Unlivy. Ganda knocks and combos Unlivy. L54 Q comes here to help. Instead, it's gonna be Ganda who's about to get knocked off the island. And looks like that is what was going to happen. Over the side, any Jaden battling Con4D. What do we see here? It's Vluox going for the blue egg, unattended other than by Ganda. Same thing happening here. It's already happened with both teams. Fortunately, ConchOP was able to arrive in time. And with this proceeds to knock off Vluox. Unlivy collecting those precious diamonds. Ganda down here. And we have our important... It seems that it's going to be an important attempt at getting Paragon's egg. As Con4D avoids L54Q and Unlivy. They try to box in. L54Q prevents that. And the same thing happens again with Con4D trying to go through their bridge that they had already built before. And they get knocked off. Looks like for now we had 2 rushes from blue team, 1 rush from orange. None of them were successful. Unlivy already heading straight for the bridge. Maxolliee blocks the way, knocks them off the bridge. Unlivy tries again. Quick ConchOP is already there. Unlivy managed to avoid quick ConchOP just by a tiny moment. That's a leap forward to reach Unlivy. It's now completely surrounded by the entire blue team. Any Jaden comes here to help with barely any gear, but at least to get Ganda off Unlivy. It's going to be any Jaden who tried to reach the egg. That isn't going to happen yet. Unlivy has to retreat. And they do so by leaping forward to mid. Comfort, he tried to go to mid. Gets knocked off by Unlivy. Ganda bridges and climbs towards the upper mid. Another mid fight here. Any Jaden's all alone. They go for blue egg. Maxolliee follows. So quick ConchOP also does the same thing. Maxolliee clutches beautifully. And Jaden is now surrounded by quick ConchOP and Maxolliee. And he gets sandwiched in between and killed. Just as I predicted, well, I wasn't too sure if we were gonna have a long game, but we will indeed have a long game apparently. Unlivy tried to stop with ConchOP for a second, but Maxolliee and Ganda is still going. And Jaden is the only one defending. Now it's Vluox. L54Q will also have to protect as Maxolliee and Ganda climb up in order to avoid Vluox. Vluox gets Maxolliee off. Maxolliee sends Vluox back to the bottom. L54Q tried to reach Maxolliee. Unfortunately, they failed. Ganda jumped down, boxed in, and got that orange egg. L54Q running for the life on the bridge that already had two players being killed. Vluox managed to get Ganda. Maxolliee is now all alone, trying to reach L54Q, who climbed up. Now it's going to be L54Q who will get Maxolliee. Maxolliee doing their best to avoid them. They go back to mid. Unlivy returns from mid. Hopefully, hopefully they'll manage to at least get Blue's egg and somehow be able to come back. Now it's the time to gear up and hopefully return to Blue Team's egg, who's still pretty well protected. Entire Blue Team's here, collecting even more resources than what Orange could get. So far we see that they've been pretty much dominating this game, leaving no chances at all. Let's see what's going on over here on Team OP's island. Maxolliee and Ganda already heading back to mid. Comfort taking their moment to gear up. 10 minutes have passed, a very long 10 minutes indeed. The entire blue team is back at mid. Unlivy all alone, trying to reach them. Vluox is below them. Rich fight here between Ganda and Unlivy. Unlivy pushes forward. But they choose to climb up instead. So they can bridge towards blue team's island directly. Bypassing the entire blue team for now. Maxolliee chasing them from a distance. That's a fireball to send Unlivy flying. They stand there on the bridge. Nevertheless, Ganda jumps on any Jaden and Vluox to get them off the bridge. Comforty goes for any Jaden to knock them off. Instead, it's Comforty who's being knocked off by Vluox. That's Vluox getting Comforty to the void. And that's any Jaden who's being comboed by ConchOP. They weren't able to avoid that fall. That could have been an easy clutch in my opinion, but they could not avoid it, unfortunately. Quick ConchOP jumps on Unlivy, almost takes them off, but Unlivy fortunately leaped forward to mid to recover themselves. Looks like what was going to be a neck break attempt has backfired miserably. And they'll have to retreat back to Orange Island, unfortunately, for them. Maxolliee looks them from a distance. They still stand here at mid, preventing them from getting any more resources. Now up to Vluox, L50Q, and Unlivy. One player down. Not much happening over here. Pretty much we're back to calm moment in the game. So far we see Orange team trying to get to Blue Island, and then that unfortunately didn't go so well. Looks like what both teams will try to do is collect as much money as possible. Gear up. Wait for the deathmatch maybe, because in that case blue team won't have their egg anymore. But that doesn't guarantee the orange team will come back as blue team if their egg is alive until the very last moment. They'll get totems. Blue team has already collected all the money that they needed. They go back to mid to gear up. Let's see what orange team will do now. Vluox and Unlivy are heading straight to mid, possibly to collect some of that money that they also need. And they indeed do. Both Unlivy and Vluox take the diamond gems. Let's see how gear up Team OP is now. No diamond armors over here. We don't usually see them. And with this, we have 5 minutes left until deathmatch begins. Maxolliee goes back to mid. Unlivy, L54Q. They were all here, but they retreat back to their island. Blue team indeed return back to mid. Now this is a very boring moment in the match. You see both teams are just going back to mid, going back and forth between their island and the mid. Almost as if they took turns. The 54Q returns back to mid. Not wise, as you see that the entire blue team was already waiting. See if something would happen. That's a fireball that could have taken L54Q in an instant. Unlivy and L54Q go back to mid despite them being less people than Team OP. Maybe not, we will have a 2v2 here apparently. And what do we see here? That we see Unlivy already heading for the blue egg, Maxolliee blocking the way. When it comes to clutches, Maxolliee surely does have some nice clutches. Impossible to take them off the bridge apparently, but they fall off instead to fireball F54Q. We're still being chased by ConchOP. Unlivy runs for the egg. Goes back to get Ganda away. They climb up to avoid ConchOP. So it appears that blue team is definitely defending very well. Winning those bridge fights. ConchOP leave them beneath Unlivy. They're so dangerously close to the edge. They leap forward to the egg instead. What a nice gambit right there. Nice gambit that didn't work too well, as Unlivy is now completely surrounded by blue team. I have no choice but to try to run away. That's an excellent fireball to take Unlivy off the bridge for good. With this, folks, it's now up to Vluox and L54Q. Vluox is being comboed. Their teammate won't be able to help as they are here below the island. Vluox couldn't hold on any longer. Could this be the end of Paragon? Well, looks like Vluox will have to... No, looks like L54Q will have to come back, otherwise this could very well be camping at this point, and we don't want that. Now they have been warned. He cannot place blocks. Well, that's very unfortunate, folks. They have definitely got in a very weird situation where they cannot place any blocks anymore. They have definitely... They have definitely been checkmated at this point, without anything to do. The wise choice to do at this very moment is to just give up. What a sad way to end this match indeed, with L54Q essentially being trapped, with no way out. Cannot blame them. I'm not sure why it's possible even to get to this situation, but they managed to accomplish that. And it does indeed look like it's checkmate. They've essentially been checkmated into this situation. Their only choice now is to give up at this point, because there's no way blue team is going to risk everything into getting L54Q away. What do we do now? F54Q cannot try anything, and it doesn't seem like they want to give up either. So, are they camping? It looks like they're camping, they're stalling the game at this point. They cannot go up. Yeah. This is an essential... This is an essentially weird situation. They have been checkmate at this point. We did not want to see this, unfortunately. We did not want to see this. We did not want to have this match and this wonderful match. But it has essentially come down to this very awkward point. And it's sad to see that happen. I don't have any other words to say. Huh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? L54Q somehow took L count for the way. Oh, well, what has happened here? What has happened here? Looks like Let's give them 3 minutes until red card, so the match will essentially end in 3 minutes. And when that time hits, then they will be kicked for good. They don't have much choice here to do, unfortunately. The match will end in 3 minutes. We cannot prevent camping situations like this. And it looks like they have no other choice here, unfortunately. They did get Con4D, but in a very dirty way. I must admit that that was very dirty kill. That was a very dirty kill. That was not honorable at all. And it looks like they could indeed build but maybe we'll have to fix it. Maybe we'll have to fix this. And it looks like L54Q ended it in by their own hands. They avoid the red card, but they had to be pressured to stop camping. So with this, folks, this is not how I wanted this match to end, but I am proud to say that Team OP are moving on to the semifinals. Congratulations to Team OP, well played to Paragon. With this, folks, we have our third semifinalist. Looks like it's gonna be a nation team who makes it once again to the semifinals. That's Team OP for sure. I hope everyone here has enjoyed this match as much as I did, and well, except for that last part, which unfortunately had to end that way. But GG's to everyone. They have definitely did their best. With this, folks, Team OP are moving on to the semifinals. I will have to wait until the match between Placeholder and Dragons. That's not taking place today. That will possibly take place on the 25th. We have yet to confirm it, but they will most likely play on the 25th. Now, as for Java, we still have one match left. The Forgotten Nerds versus the Underdogs. Now, that match is most likely taking place today. We will be announcing you the time of that match. So, for the moment, please stand by and stay tuned for any future streams. We've been glad to have you here, and lastly, we would like you to have a very nice day. See you for now.